Well, hello there, and welcome back to the show. Yeah, what are we going to talk about? Of course, I leave for a couple of months to spend some quality time with my PS5, and I have to come back, and you guys let this happen. Really, the NHI?
You're going to have to repeat that.
The NHI, you guys let that one... How?
That is literally the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
You know what? I'm just going to blame the voters. You voted for these asshats, and now they're passing the national health insurance. Oh, bull. God. I don't know. I have no hope left. Yes, so in case you didn't know, last week, you were born under a rock. Last week, the National Assembly passed the National Health Insurance Bill. It's a draft version of the law that will forever change healthcare in South Africa. Yeah, it's going to be completely ruined.
Why would you say that?
I don't know. Have you heard of SAA? Have you heard of, I don't know, ESCOM? You know, the thing, we've had 17 years of blackouts that are just getting worse and worse by the year. Like billions of money in the economy just gone, GDP lost, investments. We've been grey listed because there's no power. But you know what? They're going to run health insurance. Holy shit. And there are actually people out there, like medical people, professional media people who have degrees behind their name that are saying this is a good thing. How? Like, you can, the only way you can possibly have that opinion is if you're...
To believe that it was okay to be stupid or dumb.
To be a moron.
Yeah.
To be moronical.
Exactly. To be a moron.
An imbecile.
Yeah.
Like the dumbest motherfucker that ever lived.
How? I mean, are you absolutely kidding? It's insanity. I mean, as far as I know, it looks like it's going to cost the taxpayer. The NHI will be funded by taxpayers to the tune of roughly 256 billion. Oh God. Right. You mean the same taxpayer, the 5.8% of the population in South Africa that paid 92% of all personal tax? And about that same number, that same 5.8 also make up the corporate tax. Like, you think about this, so the taxpayer is going to do that. You do realize that even if you vote for ANC, that's probably going to go up. You're going to earn less money. They can only tax the rich for so long, and then they start taxing the middle class, and then they're just going to tax everyone. You do realize you cannot tax a country into prosperity. Oh, fuck me. The first issue is they're going to fund it by tax. The estimate is probably 250 billion is what it's going to tax for that per year. That's a fuck ton of money. You do realize that the country only earns about 1.7 trillion. That's like 1,700 billion that we make. And we're already spending 2.3 trillion. You're just going to make us more into debt. You realize that. Let's just think about the other aspect of this, which is state-owned enterprises. I don't know, like the ones I mentioned earlier, ESCOM, the Post Office, SAA. They were just colossal fuck-ups by the government, by the ANC. I mean, do you in any way think they're not going to ruin this?
Stupid fat hobbit! It ruins it!
They're going to ruin this any further. I mean, like, they're going to break healthcare. If you thought ESCOM load shedding was bad, you can't turn on power. They can't maintain power companies. They're just going to fund this. I don't know how to explain. I don't know how to explain this to you. Crayons won't work. I'd probably have to post you crayons, and the only way I can get through is if you ate them. There is no rational, logical way this will work. And apart from just that part of that not being able to run any of it, we haven't even added the other aspect, which is the absolute state of the ANC in state capture and corruption. Do you, by any means, I mean, even even just the other part that they can't run shit. Now you have to add in another variable, which is the absolute criminality and theft of this absolute mob, which is a political party. What? Who thinks this is a good idea? There can't be a living person. How are there people in the ANC that think this is a good idea? Oh, wait, you're the one stealing it, of course. That's why they think it's a good idea, because they're literally just going to rob us all more blindly. If you think they've stolen money, this is going to be a free-for-all. I mean, they were dancing, doing lotto dances when budgets are approved. Who does that? ANC politicians were stealing food from the fucking poor. They were loading up bags of food during COVID, and they shoved it into their cars.
ANC councillors are at the center of the food corruption or looting.
I don't know. Eskom is so far in debt. There's no way out of it. Once something's free, everybody's going to go, cool, I want it. You know what's going to happen? They're just going to bump up the prices. Look at healthcare in America. Look at healthcare in Canada. It is absolutely shit. You wait forever and the costs are ridiculous. South Africa's going to be even worse. The government's going to pay for it. Cool. So we can charge whatever we want to. And also think about it. When it's free, now everybody's going to go because it's like, oh, okay, cool. Well, it's free healthcare. If you take 265 billion, that's the first year. It's just divided by 60 million people. That's 4,000. What, you're going to get X-ray and a stitch for that? X-rays cost like $2,000 now. What do you think is going to happen? This is an absolute abomination of bad ideas. Anybody that's celebrating this is an absolute moron. Because if you look at anything that the NC's done, anything they've touched, it's a complete fuck up. It doesn't work. It doesn't function anymore. SAA, Eskom, Telkom, any of it, it's an absolute shit show. And all this is just, it's a massive new way of making money. It's just going to be a loot fest. It's going to be state capture, medical capture. It's just going to be money. It's all about the money. But it's not just about the money. The little caveat to this is also, guess what's coming up soon? Yes, the good old election. And, the ANC, I mean, I don't think they can promise houses again. I think people have cottoned on to the fact that everybody didn't get a house. But this time, let's promise something small and see how it works. And then, we can always just promise houses, 2 months before the elections if this doesn't pan out.
It's almost like I had to sort of fool my mind into believing that it wasn't retarded.
And the fact that, I mean, the absolute legacy of theft and corruption by the ANC. I rest my case. There's nothing more to say about it. I'm just going to go, I fucking warned you, and we're going to see how this one goes. It's going to be a shit show. Fuck my life. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. This is probably going to be on the Twitter too, because why not, hey? It seems like that's the going place to put content now. And the thing is, if you're making content like I do, upload it to Twitter. The more of us start doing it, the better it is. Hopefully Elon and the guys at Twitter will go, cool, let's monetize this, let's support content creators, which looks like they're going. Otherwise, so if it's on Twitter, make sure to hit the like button or retweet it, drop a comment. Also, the same if you're on the Ministry of Truth run YouTubing, hit the subscribe, hit the like if you found this informative. Thanks so much for watching and see you guys soon. Cheers!